Did you know that coming together with your true twin flame is just only the beginning? The very beginning of everything that you can gain after union, after harmonious union, everything that you will be filled up with to the rim so that you can share from that to other people, to the world, from the heart. Yeah, it leads to 5 top goals. Let's discuss them. 1. It leads to an evolving ultimate partnership that fits your soul development like a glove. I know it sounds almost too good to be true. Could you find this romantic partner that is your best friend as well? That will just evolve with you so that you keep on updating on the next level with each other, again with each other, the entire journey towards eternity. That is your life journey on the deeper level, which is always called the spiritual journey. But why exactly? Because it is just your life. Yes, your eternal life on the deeper level, but it is your life. It's the journey, it's a spiritual journey together with them, so much in sync that you keep on meeting up together with them in an even better way. Even when you think that you're so upset that this is really awful, but you have the sacred twin flame marriage vow that you will do the inner work. So you do that for a moment and you come back to this union that you are committed to. And you come together there in an even better place, in even more romance. And that's law, because you are connected. And that this evolving, ever better thing is possible with one person that is created for you in this manner seems impossible. It seems like a dream that is not for you, but I tell you it is. That's what this is. But don't expect them to come to you to pity you and cuddle you through all your upsets. No, they have their own inner life, their own inner work that they're doing in their own way. Then also coming together with you again when you did yours. So they're not having like you're not having this pity relationship with them so that they follow you with your very deep, of course, I understand, I know you, soul development. No, they have that as well. And then it is designed as such that you come together every time when you've done inner work in a fresh way. This exists, this ultimate partnership that is actually here as a teaching device. You learn from them and the experiences you have with them all the time. But these learning experiences are designed in such a way, they're geared to such an outcome that you come together again. Because they're your true twin flame. So you're not learning that never this ever again. Oh my God, this is the wrong person. This is just a toxic relationship, people. Now I learned my lesson and there is the exit. No, you learn these lessons and they can be very true and deep and come together with pain and loss and all human emotions possible, and then you come together with them because these lessons always lead you back to the refreshed knowing that it is them. That's how the twin flame is designed. Isn't that interesting? It's such a learning experience that at the same time celebrates deeply this divine love that you've always desired, and that is actually you. And is certainly yours in this twin flame union with inside of it a healthy relationship. at the end of the day, you will see that this is the only relationship that actually fully makes sense and from which you can operate so many things in the world with other people that now also make so much more sense. And this evolving ultimate partnership is a goal that is even beyond union, beyond twin flames. It's not only like, hey, there they are, now I'm sure, great. Well, let's check that off of my to-do list or my bucket list or whatever you have. And then you know, and then you feel for a moment this deep love, and that's it. Now you've got it. That was all. Well, that's a moment. It's a moment, but it's not the full thing, okay? The full thing is living this partnership that is far beyond anything you thought union was. You know, you thought that union was this moment in the future at which your wish would come true and you would feel good and have them, right? And you would be proud of that because the universe brought you together. Okay, fine. Oh, right, true. But there's so much more after that it is actually about. So prepare yourself for a deep, how can I say, like a partnership that you can savor. You can like chew on it, you know, and it tastes better with every chew. It's wholesome and it's nutritious. And that will be expressed in real life feelings and happenings and relationship feelings. Yes, that was only number 1, and we have 4 to go. Can you imagine? Union leads to top goals, and this is the second one that it will lead to. Healing of everything that ever traumatized you or even bothered you slightly. Can you imagine that there would be a life in which you are not traumatized anymore from your earliest moments as a small child, being there, this baby that got treated in a situation in ways that was not conducive for them, for their spiritual and psychological growth. And although they sometimes say, but you don't remember that, well, you actually do, because your nervous system remembers everything to the smallest details. This can come back in your grown-up life as strange deformations in your unconscious mind, because there are patterns in your unconscious mind and in your brain stem, as patterns that are maladaptive, that are not conducive for full psychological living. And this we can give many names, such as CPTSD or early childhood trauma. It happens a whole lot, or even maybe a little later in your childhood and stuff. It's not for nothing called the formative years. And if there's stress or strenuousness on your psychology in your childhood for a longer time, or the entire time, then that will come up as what is in fact trauma. Of course, trauma can be many more things. Who knows what you have? Of course, it can also happen from one single awful thing that happened. It can be so many things, you know. But think about a life in which that does not exist anymore, in which your brain, your nervous system, your stress system in your entire body is not inadvertently, is that the wrong word? Is not, it's not badly influenced anymore. It's not patterned negatively for your development anymore. It's patterned positively. It's patterned perfectly, because the trauma is now gone. And these patterns have formed to a conducive way of thinking and feeling and emotions and psychology and behavior and communication. And all these kinks are worked out. Can you imagine that you're not anxious anymore? Not afraid? Not angry as an undertone that keeps on bubbling up? Not guilty anymore? This awful feeling of guilt all the time when the slightest imperfection happens, and it won't be there anymore. Can you imagine? Can you imagine a life in which you're not shameful of what you are, of who you are, of your body, of your psychology, of your circumstances, of your feelings, of your emotions, of your thoughts, of your opinions, of your name, of your identity, of your family, of your friends, of your hobbies, of your loves, whatever you love, of your needs, of your body functions, of your sexuality, of your identity. You're not ashamed anymore. That is also gone. Or, I know I've been saying many times gone now, but the point is that you're traveling there. It's a process to go there. This whole twin flame journey, going to union and beyond, to harmonious twin flame union, the consciousness state or the state of being it is all about, and from which your physical union will be birthed with ease, with the right person, and with joy. That leads to, because you keep on doing inner work and you're committed to the inner work, that's your twin flame marriage vow, so to speak. It does lead on the longer term to the elimination of all these traumas, bigger and smaller, and a restoration of your psychology in a conducive, positive way. Even things that only bother you slightly will be changing. So yeah, there will be a lot of change too. So be prepared. Lots of things change, but they first change on your inside. In your soul, in your heart, in your energy, your mentality, in your psychology. And then that rolls out into your energy body, then your physical body, then your behavior, the people around you, the physical world around you, the world at large, how you act, what kind of answers you get to your actions. That's how that order is going to go for you. The change in that. Yeah. And even the things that bother you only slightly will change to the better. Of course, there's a huge caveat in all of this. You might first, as a healing reaction, feel worse for a little bit of time, and then it will be better than ever and never return. I'll be honest with you, this can happen. But that's a healing reaction, and it will pass. The true you is beyond it. The healed you is beyond it. You can count on it. It will happen for you, as long as you keep your promise to do the inner work, which means relating to your original core with whatever arises. That's what the inner work means. Sounds easy, isn't it? This relating to your inner core can also be said to be called self-love. On all levels, not only sipping tea with a book to relax the body or something in the mind, but much deeper as well. But it's still self-love, isn't it? So that should be doable, right? Should be doable. Self-love. Sounds doable to me. All right. So let's go to the third top goal that union leads to. A mission that starts to emerge from the heart and then gets built out as a business too. When you come in union and then in harmonious union, which is actually the inner place that you want to go to before the rest starts to come out and you start to build your actual physical life together, because it harmonizes it in all ways possible. This is really what you want, trust me. Oh boy, otherwise you might just lose it as well. And that's not what you want. You want it eternally, and that's totally how it's meant for you. When you are there, you will get insights, you will be shown, you will get revelations of what the mission is, how that feels to you, how it tastes to you, if you want to call it that. Yeah. What kind of actions that makes you do to share what you have now. That's what it comes down to. Now you have harmonious union, now you can share from it. So yeah, maybe you are going to become a twin flame creation coach. I'm open for, in the near future, educating people towards that too. Maybe nice to know. Because that's what that is. You'll be opened up for sharing what you have, but in your specific way that is unique to you as a divine feminine or divine masculine inside your union, your unique, attuned union that stands in the flow of the divine. And this mission, as said, starts from the heart, then from this feeling also comes acting, and you start to share. And at a certain moment, you start to think up ideas of services. You start to think up a project that helps more people than just one friend. And people start to want to give back to you too. And it starts to feel right for you to do that indeed, to have people do that to you, give back. And that starts to happen. And then after a while, you do start to see that this is going in the direction of a business, which is not morally wrong. It means organizing yourself, structuring yourself, supporting yourself so that you can execute these kinds of things for other people. There's a whole science behind how you can best organize yourself. Because I'm a business coach too, I can help you with that. I have even a book available for you just like that right now on Amazon and on bold.com as well. An ebook that describes all these structures for you. There you go. So this mission business starts to come in for you. The possibility of it, the reality of it, right? And this, of course, is a whole endeavor in itself. There's so much to learn in it. There's so much to experience in it. There's so much to give in it and to share. And that's a whole life in itself. This mission life is fulfilling. It is geared uniquely towards how you feel in your heart that your creative qualities are. And that is totally what I want for you. And it will be beautiful for you. I'm certain of that. The fourth thing that will come to you, the top goal that will come to you with union, after union, in harmonious union, right, is going to be a daily life that is satisfying you because it is governed by love. Well, that is something very different than governed by stress and by pushing yourself and by, I don't know, coercing yourself and by feeling like a failure and feeling like you should do things that other people do because they give you peer pressure. No. A daily life that is governed by love. That's something completely different, people. Oh boy, oh boy. This is one of the things that touched me so deeply after Harmonious Union. I can't stress it enough how deeply this has touched me. It goes back to, yeah, also to trauma and to childhood trauma, or let's say to childhood experiences in which I was treated in a non-loving way, very neurotic, and that deformed all these daily life um, topics for me, such as food, for instance, and body and clothes. And I have been able to restore myself, my psychology, with the help of Divine Mother after Harmonious Union. And then I was able to also financially redo my food and redo my clothes. And these two things, I can't tell you how much of a beautiful thing that was. It has made me feel so safe in my skin, in my life, in my daily life, in my daily functioning. It has given me so much inner security and good feeling and feeling nourished and feeling, well, closed and like, I don't know, expressing my identity, but also like literally safe, like from sort of other people or the world or the weather, and like having clothes that fit right and that hug you in the right way and that are not super old and the wrong size and in a wrong color scheme and I don't know what. And it all goes back, of course, to memories of not being able to replace your underwear full of holes while having very prosperous household as parents. I mean, that's what I mean, right? Of course, we all understand that there's like a baseline of having a roof over your head and bread to eat with a little water on the side. Sure. Oh, I got all of that. The problem was that we were very affluent, but we were not allowed to have needs in a way that was fit with self-respect and also with the status, the economic, socio-economic status that we actually portrayed. And it was governed by control. You needed to be controlled. That was important. So where's the love? Well, it's devoid of love, of true caring, which just expressed in socio-economic ways and stuff, and in physical ways and in clothes. And actually the very same thing happened with food. That's one of the ways I'd like to refer to that in short, and then we'll leave that topic for a moment, but it's actually sort of the same story. And I have been able to redo my food too in a way that was so soothing and nourishing and replacing all these unloving experiences that I had. And it has been an experience of love like I've never known before. And I was so much overwhelmed with this loving experience. I'm getting emotional right now. that was like 6 months ago that I actually, well, this is going to sound strange, but that I that I made 2 videos on my channel where you're now, that I later on took off because I was like overdoing it in my being proud of these developments, and then putting that in a way in my tips to you that was not correct anymore, because I was completely gone inside this achievement thing in this sense. And when you overdo it, then it's not true anymore. So I took these videos down, and I will redo those topics. So that was funny, and a great educational moment for me as well, because yes, your daily life will be restored to a satisfying degree, governed by love. And this is a huge twin flame goal that will come true for you in your way, not in my way. This was just an example, okay? In your way. It will be hugely important to you and so satisfying. But don't be carried away by it, because you need to remain doing the inner work and connect to your inner core to keep on going in the right direction for the twin flame journey. That's the other side of this beautiful twin flame goal that I can also hand you now, because I've experienced that as well. So let's go to top goal number 5 that you will reach through twin flame union, because that's just only the very beginning of everything that you can get, all right, through this endeavor. Whole worlds open up to you that will restore you to your true self, and the success you can have through that, and the abundance that you can have through that, and the soul money that you can have through that, and the relationships that you can have through that. Well, I think that must be number 5. Let me read it to you. The automatic inflow of your abundance. Yes, in the form of soul money too. That was top goal number 5. Coming to you thanks to twin flame union. And indeed, that's sort of what I was saying already, right? So there it is, the automatic inflow of your abundance, including your soul money. And your soul money means the money that is connected to you connecting back to source and going on that particular journey, the spiritual journey that is actually your life journey on a deeper level, and committing to it. And the money that is connected to that journey, that's your soul money. In the beginning, it's the money that is connected to making these changes that are sometimes a little difficult, because you have to give up your resistance to the divine love that is coming to you through the twin flame journey. And that can be like a sort of survival money too, in a sense that it might be still connected to, let's say, your old life, quote unquote, but it is good to have a transitionary situation, and don't reject that money. Just keep on using it, because we don't need to reject any money, but it will already be in the form of the soul money, because it is connected to your true twin flame journey. And then after that transitionary period, it will start to also get colored in another color, so to speak. It gets golden, just like my background, because the golden light is actually what the twin flame refers back to in the spiritual core sense, because the world actually exists of light, or the reality, I should say, exists actually of light. Did you know that? Well, there you go. Only light. So it starts to color into a golden light, this flow of soul money, and it's connected to your journey, and it starts to come in more because of the core of you that starts to be fully unionized and going into harmonious union, and that starts to really be, yeah, more like the directness of it, and it starts to come in because you are in harmonious union. It starts to come in because you work in your actual twin flame mission that starts to become a business too, which I can teach you. And then it is more directly connected to your journey. Anyway, so that's how I would see soul money. And is that really different? Well, you might say, no, it's not different. Is it really, Petra? I'm not sure. Well, I think it is. It is connected differently to you, and then it goes together with different structures, how it functions with you, and how you build your mission business is also different, because it feels different when it's connected on your twin flame union. And it can also comprise of forms of where the money comes from, that is your soul clients, that specifically know in the grand scheme of things in the invisible world that they have to be where they have to be, because they have a sort of a relationship already with you in soul, and then they come to you when they feel that you are in union, and they feel that like through the air, through the nothing. That's what I want to say. Isn't it interesting? There you go. So, and there's even another way that I wanted to explain how this money can come to you. It can also come of past life experiences that is still present on the earth from a past life in which you have been active, but specifically also together with your twin flame, and that can even have created money that is still here. Literally, physically, this happened to me. Money and or circumstances or materials, right? Supporting materials. This happened to me. And it is also true that you keep your financial vibration of your past life in the now. That's true as well. So if you want to feel that, if you feel it like that you in past lives had already been working towards your twin flame, and now you took up the slack and you try to reach harmonious union, after which it will be forever a done deal. You see, that's how that works. Then you might see it like that as well, that it was with your twin flame journey that you got to a certain financial vibration, and now you pick up the slack and you start off there as well. So you will have this certain amount of abundance and wealth, and then it will grow from there. So that's important. It will grow because all the money and resources and supporting materials and supporting persons that the universe has for you in your union will be brought to you and to your union as a law, and will be present for you when you need it, exactly when you need it, in the real world, on the twin flame journey, in union, in harmonious union, because that is the architecture of the universe, and you can count on that. So there's a whole lot of things to come in and to enjoy and to check that this is really true and really working for you. When you go the twin flame journey and go into union and in harmonious union, you will get this entire goal for you. It's not only just a moment with the right person saying yes and giving them a kiss. It's a whole world that opens up for you that you can go live in and enjoy and use for the better. Use it wise. Use it to share from the heart. Use it to help people in your mission business as a coach. Who knows, you're going to in the future work with me. So I hope this helped. Manifest creativity. Creator of us all, be with me. When I open to connect with myself, when I uncover the creative source to retrieve her, the way you have placed it inside of me, and the way in which the exact same source moves and guides you as well. O divine Creator, make that I will be receptive to your voice, and lead me to the rhythm of your breath, so that I will find the movement that leads me, find words for it, and can experience the being of them openly. Thank you for the abundance that is received in this moment. Thank you for the power that makes that I receive this moment. In this atmosphere, you are very welcome to come enjoy our beautiful small opportunities, which are plenty in our Facebook community. It's called Your Abundance, and you would be very welcome to come in this living room of us, to practice the central twin flame healing tool called Key, K-E-Y. You can download documents about it. You can find information about it under the hashtag Key. Put it in the search bar and press enter. You can present us with your own posts how your practice of doing this crucial twin flame tool is working out for you on a daily basis, and get support. But also we have a 4-event online live program there every month in which I am available for you, just like that, to meet, get to know each other, and every one of the 4 monthly events has their own theme. One is to learn that key twin flame inner work much better than you might already do. And another one is talking about your mission. We also have a Q&A as one of the 4, and we read a little bit in the A Course in Miracles book every month as well, because your consciousness attuned to the source of creation better is what makes your twin flame come into your life much more easy. And that attunement of your consciousness is supported through that book. These are some of the things that you can do in our Facebook group, Your Abundance. And it's just available for you, this space for you to learn and share. Another thing is that from the group out, you can book small appointments with me that are for a small fee. They're called key sessions, and I can guide you through your inner work personally. Also, we could just talk about anything you need my personal support for, right? Another beautiful thing in the Facebook group, exclusively for Facebook group members, just like the key session, is the Divine Love reading. This reading report of many pages long gives you all the clues channeled from the divine for specifically you that you need to know to go to harmonious twin flame union, the consciousness state it is all about, and from which your physical being together with your true twin flame is being birthed safely and guaranteed. At this time, you are also invited, if that feels for you, to come in for a big session. It's a 2-hour long, plus 20 minutes up front, and more services up front, plus afterwards an extra healing and extra information and more extra stuff session that is called Twin Flame Reset. In this reset, you will be transformed to the right state of energy and consciousness to go to your harmonious union state of being, to come into 3D twin flame union as quickly as can, as smooth as can. So give yourself that subtle realignment, reset of your inner space so that you can go to the harmonious twin flame union space soon and with ease. That's why I developed this service. It's a tremendously beautiful opportunity that is here for you now. So if you want to give yourself the ultimate push forward, book yours now. You'll find the information about the webpage, where that is published below. Do you want to go to the brilliance of your harmonious twin flame union and manifest your mission business and be a candidate in that to become a creation coach helping other twin flame unions in the methodology that I provide as well? Then I have something for you. In 2024, I'm looking for one candidate that talks with me if they are the person fit to receive a 6-month closely working together with me, with 6 big sessions and 12 smaller in-between sessions, to get passed on from me to you everything that I stand for, or at least a huge chunk in coaching geared towards you. Then you are ready for the Twin Flame Brilliance package. And if you feel that that is for you, working with me closely in 2024, getting everything down that you may need, the Twin Flame Reset, the initiations, the mission business, finding out what it is and starting to build it, the becoming a candidate to be a real creation Twin Flame coach with me, with opportunity to help clients. If you think that's for you, then I invite you to come talk with me. And below, you'll find contact information of me. One way or another that seems fit to you, contact me and I will provide you with the information. How we can find out if it's you. I only look for one person that is going to be that in 2024. So I know we've been talking how you, through Twin Flame Union, actually go to this entire universe full of abundance. And I also collected 7 things for you that will help you, truly help you, because I checked that out myself to go there. And I will show you that in this video that I will place here in a couple of seconds. I will see you there. Love from Petra.